Good to have you with us. We're set for the women's 200 metres freestyle final. In this event, one of the longest-standing Australian records comes under fire.
Yes, that's Michelle Pearson's record. That was broken back in 1984 at the Los Angeles Olympics.
Quite some time back.
It is a long time, 1:59.79.
Well, Susie O'Neill spoke to us before the meet. We asked her the obvious question, can the record go?
If I don't get it this time, I think it definitely must be in my head, because my training has improved in the 200 freestyle, in my 200 freestyle training. And if I don't break at least 2 minutes, then I think it definitely must be in my head. But yeah, it's always tough to break a record that's been around for that long.
Well, the moment of truth is now, and Susie O'Neill's on the blocks. Let's go to the race. Here's Mike McCann.
There are the starters in the next event. Petria Thomas in 1, Ellie Overton. She'd be disappointed after a swim last night. Interesting to see how she reacts to that. Anna Windsor, Julia Greville, Susie O'Neill there in 5. She won last night. So did Emma Johnson in 6. Lisa Marie Mackey and Julie Major. Bobby, what sort of split do you think if they're to get Shelley Pearson's record? 1:59.79 is the record.
Well, a lot of these girls are sprinters. We saw 4 or 5 of them in the 100 metres freestyle final last night. I'd say about 57 low.
Take your marks.
A bit of movement on the blocks, but they let them go. So from the top of the screen, in lane 1, it's Petria Thomas, Ellie Overton alongside her, Anna Windsor, Julia Greville, Susie O'Neill, Emma Johnson, Lisa Mackey and Julie Major. This is the 200 metres freestyle for women, an Olympic Games event, and they are off.
And they're trying to set themselves up for a good 4-lap race here. You have to get down the first length fast, but not too much pain. Susie O'Neill looks like she's leading.
And Susie O'Neill it is who goes through the first turn, through the first 50 in 27.95. In second place at the moment it's Greville, and third place it's Anna Windsor. And in the early stages there, Emma Johnson not too far away. She's about 3/4 of a body length off O'Neill at the moment.
Susie O'Neill setting herself up here. She needs to go through and around about a 58 if she's going to break the 2-minute barrier. She's got about, well, she's on about a half shoulder in front of Julia Greville as they come down to the 100.
Well, let's have a look at the split. It's not a bad split. In fact, 58.3, perhaps a little slower than she would have liked. 58.3. In second place at the moment, it's Greville in 58.69. And third place, it's still Anna Windsor. And I guess I'm a bit surprised at this stage anyway. Emma Johnson's quite a way back in the field. In fact, she's now being headed by Lisa Mackey.
Well, this is where it all happens in the third lap. You have to set up the finish here. And it's the last 75 metres is where it all counts, as Julia Greville seems to be reining in Susie O'Neill. It's a very good race for first.
Well, the Olympic qualifying time they need to beat 2:01.17. And at the moment, in fact, it is O'Neill, but absolutely nothing between them. It's O'Neill just in front of Greville and Anna Windsor. This is going to be a great race to the finish. O'Neill just in front. She's being challenged now by Greville. Stroke for stroke they go, 25 metres to swim. O'Neill is hanging on there. She has been around for a long time, 22 years of age against the 17-year-old. The 17-year-old's trying to rein her in. Greville going at her. O'Neill hanging on. Greville finishing well. She's finishing the better, I'd say, too. Greville going in. O'Neill's there. Greville wins it. 2:01.05, and she is off to Atlanta. And look at it, 1/100th of a second between gold and silver. And Susie O'Neill is officially on the plane as well.
Well, what a fantastic race there by Julia Greville. She bided her time, she bided her time. She didn't panic at all, even though Susie O'Neill had headed her for 3 laps of the race. And she just came over Susie O'Neill in the last 15 metres there as we watch the replay. And they're heading to the wall. The lactic acid will be burning at this stage. Susie O'Neill starting to tie up. She's not as powerful as she was the first 3 laps, which is understandable in the 200 metres freestyle. And Julia Greville just getting home a little better, a bit more of a stronger kick. And the big finish on the wall. A big stretch with the last arm stroke there, and she gets there. And she's off to Atlanta, which is fantastic news for Australia. We need as many qualifiers as we can, and she'll be very happy with that effort. And the City of Perth Club would be very happy with that too. Her coach, of course, is Bernie Mulroy, and he's been working with Julia for many years now. And she'll be very happy with this swim. Susie O'Neill there, a very gallant second. This is not her pet event. The 200 metres butterfly is her pet event, but she's a great freestyler. And Julia Greville just getting in on the wall there and booking a plane trip to Atlanta. A very good pick by Rob Woodhouse.
Fantastic tip, yeah, and a great result for Julia Greville and the West Australians. She's really come a long way in the last 18 months, and I think she can improve a lot more on that in the next 3 months before she gets to Atlanta.
Susie